Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids and grown-ups. My name is Dennis, and today I'm gonna do another video in English. It's been a while since I did anything in English at all. I've been playing a lot of games with my buddy Marcel lately, as you have been seeing. We did some Rocket League and all other kinds of fun stuff, Dead Space and the likes of that. Anyway, today guys, I want to talk about my rig, my gaming rig. Some people have been wondering, Dennis, what kind of power are you running on your side? Well, let me just clear that right up for you. Yeah, I'm gonna name all the individual parts that I have, talk about my assembly a little bit. It was the first complete from the ground up assembly that I did in like forever. So my experience with it was pretty much zero. What I gotta say is it was easier than I expected. You need a lot of patience, but it was fun and very, very rewarding in the end. Guys, for my case, which was one of the first things I bought at a website that I will not name currently, the case that I bought was a Cooler Master Elite 430. It's a mid-tower model designed for ATX power supplies and motherboards. Yeah, it's a decent case. I'll bring up a picture on the screen showing you my entire rig somewhere around here. And yeah, it's an okay thing. At that time I didn't really have a lot of money, so I was buying the parts with like months in between, and yeah, working my ass off and saving some money, yeah, for the parts to ultimately build the entire system in 3-4 months or something. Anyway, so the Cooler Master Elite 430, I don't think it's currently very available anymore, and there are a lot more prettier models out there. So that one, yeah, could have done that better. I am considering yeah, transferring my entire system over to another case, but it is a lot of work, guys, and I don't really feel like doing it. Next up is the power supply. I had zero experience with power supplies, so this one was kind of a gamble. I went for the Be Quiet Pure Power L8 700 watts. I do know that if you are running a pretty demanding system, high-end CPU, high-end GPU, possibly with Crossfire or LSE setups that you need, quite demanding or quite supplying power supply. So I went for 700 watts, which yeah, I don't regret, not at all. It's kind of energy saving as well. It's got some modes in it that allow it to consume or save more power than others, I guess. And it's Be Quiet, so that it really honors its own name. It is really fucking quiet. For the motherboard, I went with the Gigabyte Z87 with a socket LGA 1150, which means it is a Intel mainboard. The reason I went for Intel and not AMD is because before I built the system, I was looking at a lot of benchmarks with games and looking to the future. And yeah, AMD, it's a good brand. It's got good GPUs. I'll give them that. But as far as CPUs goes, I do think that AMD is behind a couple of generations compared to Intel, so that's the reason I went for an Intel mainboard. Brings me up to the CPU, which is an absolute fucking beast. It's an Intel Core i7-4770K. It's I haven't overclocked it yet because I really don't need to. I don't feel the fucking need. It's running at 3.5 gigahertz at the moment, with an automatic turbo boost to 3.9, which is absolutely beast. It's so fast. Yeah, fastest system I've ever worked with so far. For the memory banks, I've got 16 gigabytes of RAM, DDR3 at 1600 megahertz. It's not really something special. It's just your basic, yeah, everyday kind of RAM. Yeah, so that's the RAM. For the GPU, at first I was running with some of my older cards that I still had lying around, some AMD's 6850s, It's kind of an older type. That was 1 gigabyte GDDR5. I was running those in Crossfire. It works decently in modern games, or at least back then. We're talking about a year ago or something. Right now, for about half a year now, I've got the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970 and the Asus Strix version of it. It is an absolute beast, guys. The CPU is not a bottleneck for it at all. The two are just amazing together. So if you're looking to buy a new graphics card, right now at this day, I would say go for the GTX 970. It is a beast. It's quiet. It's very energy sufficient, and it has so much power. Of course, there is the issue with the 3.5 3.5 RAMs of memory that are greatly accessible, and then the last half a gig that is supposed to be very unoptimized, poor quality, low bit rates. I haven't really had any issues with it in any game that I play. I play all my games just on full HD 980 by 1080, no, 920 by 1080, sorry, a lot of numbers going through my head. Yeah, I gotta say, it's a beast. If you're looking for a high-end card, or a mid to high-end card, I'd especially go with that one. It's a very, very, very good card. For my storage, I've got a SSD, of course. We can't not have an SSD in this day and age. I've got the previous generation Samsung one, the 840 EVO. Good thing, a couple of firmware updates which optimize the thing perfectly. If you have one, or you want to, if you want to get a new SSD, of course, I'd say get the latest generation. Much better. But if you're still running the 840, update the firmware. It's a beast. And for my other storage, movies, games, stuff like that, I use a 1 terabyte Seagate Barracuda. I've also got 2 monitors to look at, which is, I never want to go back to one. I've got 2 24 inches. I've got one Ilyama ProLight and one Samsung Sync Master. And for my other accessories and stuff that I have, my keyboard and my mouse. My keyboard is a Cooler Master Storm thing. I think it's just Cooler Master Storm Devastator. That's what the bottom says. It's nice. It's got blue colors, as you can see. It's quite lovely. It's got some of these media things there at the top, which allow you to pause and play your music. Volume up, volume down. And for my mouse, I've got a pretty old Logitech G5 gamer mouse. This thing has been with me for 6, 7, maybe 8 years. I can't even remember when I got the damn thing. Still looking pretty good. I had to replace the end of the USB end of it after a couple of years, but nothing special. It's just it still runs as if it's new, guys. For my sound, I just use a Philips 2.1 set, nothing special, not really anything worth mentioning. And for my operating system, I bought Windows 8 at the time, pretty good. Upgraded that to Windows 8.1, of course, and now recently, like a week or 2 ago, upgraded to Windows 10. Looks pretty good. Nice to have this traditional start menu back. Edge browser in it as well, pretty good, nice, like it. Probably won't be using it a lot. It's nice to be able to place annotations and notes and stuff on websites, so you can make notes, stuff like that. And all with all, this entire system, excluding the keyboard and mouse and monitors here, so just purely the PC and all its contents, costed me around $1,200 bucks. So If you're looking to buy a new PC and you have experience building one, or you know other people that can build a PC for you, probably some geeks around there that know how to assemble these things, buy the parts, ask anyone around you, like, hey, I'm looking to buy a new PC, this is my budget, can you help me with it? Because it is a lot cheaper than buying a full complete system at like one of the bigger stores. Yeah, at least that's my experience, and I think it is the rest of the world's as well. Guys, this has been my video. I think I've put a lot of things up there showing you my rig. There will be another nice little picture showing me showing you guys my rig with its lights on. There's some nice little red lights in and stuff like that. So for now, I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Leave your comments below what you think of it. If you have any questions regarding building a PC, assembling it, other tech, hardware related stuff concerning PCs, put it all in there. I'd love to read all about it. Yeah, just help each other out there if you have any questions, issues, anything. Put it in there. I'd love to read all about it, guys. Hey, thanks again for watching. I hope you all have a nice day. Take care.